This video we want to talk about the new machine CubeXX of ANBERNIC H700 Universe. This version can be understood as the Cube's low-priced alternatives, the same screen size, emphasizing that it is 4 inches 1:1, 720 by 720 resolution. This resolution can be 4 times 6.GB, 3 times 6.GB. On the applicability of the 1:1 screen, the SFCJ 8 to 7 types of machine almost there can be no black edges, running in GP, GG, PC, and other close to the convenience of the machine type is also more suitable. In addition, play the number of version of the class and the NDS game is also better than the 4:3 screen effect. The CubeXX chip has been lowered from the $7 T820 to the $300 plus H700. The H700 chip is the highest PS1 chip. Play PSP, DC, and 64 are poorly meant. The system is 64-bit customized Linux. This windscreen and the performance can play NDS. The headset video will focus on testing the operation effect of running NDS games in digital version of the pickup games. The new version of the CubeXX in addition to the chip is different. The screen process is also different. The old Cube is the same as the 406V. Hidden is the same color as the shell of the solid screen edge screen. The entire screen can be covered with a photochemical film. The screen of the CubeXX is the same as the 40XXV. The screen of CubeXX is the same as 40XXV, which adopts the black 2.5D varnish process. No visible light leakage in the dark areas of the screen. Viewing angle is not a problem. The saturation of the screen is a bit higher than the 4-inch screens of the 40XXV and 40XH. The machine has a vibration motor. Battery 3,800 mAh. 6.5 hours of battery life. Fully charged for about 2 hours. First shelf 32G card version 368. 64G card 418. The front of the first shipment of the bag has a design corresponding to the elements of the CubeXX. The rocker protrusion is placed underneath. The inside of the bag is reserved for the grip. Take off the protective cushion on the front of the bag, and underneath is the body of the machine. What do you think about the appearance of the white CubeXX? The 64G card version comes with a black card. A C2I charging cable is included. Nothing else. The CubeXX puts the Cube's perfect cross keys on top. The joystick distance cross keys and ABX buttons have a front foot design. The speakers are placed on the bottom sides. The case is a pure white micro-frosted material. The buttons are white with a high-gloss pearl finish. The seams of the body are neatly done. There are no rough edges. The machine comes in a rare pure white and slow palm color scheme. Let's take a look at the ports. No button design on the left and right sides of the handheld. 3.5mm headphone port. Game card slot. About playing NDS games. Select the first handheld icon of the game room mode. Select the NDS model. If you notice popping sound and slow gameplay after entering the game, press the menu button to call out the menu. Select the first modification setting. Confirm by pressing start. Scroll down to 3D multi-threaded synchronized execution. Select safe configuration for this game. Press start to confirm. Select to go back to the game. Press and hold select plus left and right buttons to toggle multiple retard sizes. For games like Deadline where the map is on top, press L2 to switch screens. Select plus B can switch between pixel style and blur style. For 2D games, it is recommended to switch to pixel style. The display will be sharper. I'm going to test the playability of NDS games in 3 categories. The first category is games that must be scaled up and down equally. For example, Contra and Mosquito. Playing NDS games in this state. The display area of the game will be slightly larger than a 4-inch 4:3 screen. Compared to the original NDS, the display area of the screen is still much smaller. The second type is the subscreen indication auxiliary games. For example, Pokemon and Upper Ninjago Death Note. This type of game can be switched up and down to play the game. The third category is games that require the use of a stylus. Since CubeXX does not support touch, this type of game requires the use of R to call out the stylus function. Use the cross keys to control the stylus up, down, left, right, and tap the screen. When switching to 3D mode, the stylus can control the viewpoint and plot triggers. It is still possible to simulate the stylus operation by using the cross keys. But in games like Words, cross keys control forward. Negative frequency controls direction and jumping. When switching the stylus function, the cross keys will be covered by the touch direction. You can't move forward. You can only jump in place. This prevents you from jumping over obstacles. Currently, this kind of NDS game cannot be played. If you have a solution, please share it in the comments section. About the effect of playing GPC in GBA. Emulator More has integer scaling enabled. The coloring effect of the material is sufficient. More is a dot.matrix filter. Select GBC. Select LCD mesh filter. GBA games come with LCD 3X filters by default. This does not need to be replaced. For Inch 480p screen, set point-to-point integer scaling. The actual interpretation distance is smaller than the square screen. This kind of screen effect obtained by stretching is not as good as a square screen handheld. RG CubeXX buttons are soft conductive rubber. Cross-disc keys are supported. IH Gram Genus is slightly larger than 40XXV in Fighting Machine. Not as stiff as 40XH and Cube-mounted machines. Slightly less key travel than Fighters. ABXL key guides. Same number of press strokes as 40XHV. Soft feel, quick rebound. The key travel is moderate, and the keys are not too noisy. The rocker is designed with a lower pin. The height is the same as 40XH. When the two thumbs cover, you won't touch the joystick by mistake. The damping lever is moderate, similar to 40XH. The distance between the cross keys and the joystick is bigger than 40XH. Overall feel is better than the Cube Android. Function buttons are hard micro movement. The two lower right buttons are brush buttons. The A keys have a vertical design. Unlike the old Cube micro action shoulder keys with the current trigger, all four keys are conductive rubber. The CubeXX has the same outer trigger as the Fighters. Softer feel. Shoulder buttons have a larger contact area. Comfortable